and I met my goal. So I asked guys 18k, and I was like, of course this would happen. Unannounced, uninvited, just shows up. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sleep. And if you are new here, hi, welcome. I make Pokemon Sleep related videos, and let's get started on what sort of Pokemon show up today. So this is day 2 of the holiday event, the Double Dream Shards event. I know some of you guys have already taken advantage of the Double Dream Shard portion of the event to level up some of your Pokemon. And I was playing around with it yesterday because I was like, you know what, maybe I should level up this Weeping Bell I have to level 30 so I could unlock it. But if I were to do that, I would run out of all of my dream shards. And I'm thinking, is it worth it? So I'm not sure what I should do. Oh, how cute. Do you guys see that? It's on its tummy and it has a gift box. It brought a present. How freaking cute. So I'm gonna pick one up to add to my collection. I think I have like one more space in my Pokemon box. So gotta do some purging after this as well. So this is the gift giving sleep. Let's see how many sleep styles it has. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, there's only 2, so it seems like I've completed it today. And this is the curled up sleep. And we're done. So Christmas is right around the corner. Alright, let's give it to this one over here. Actually, so this one, you could see from the tail that it's a male. I think the other one's female. No, oh, the other one is female. I want to pick up the one with the heart on the tail. I hope it doesn't get full, so I'm just gonna give one to this one just in case. And there we go, we've caught our holiday Pikachu. That's the cutest, sleeping on its stomach like that. Alright, so it's a lonely nature. I think that is actually not bad. Speed of help. Oh, this one is a Dream Shard magnet Pikachu. I did not know that they were going to do that. Honestly, it's not bad. I have Skill Trigger in the 50, Skill Trigger in 75, Skill Level Up S. I could probably increase if I give it a Skill Sub-Seed, but am I ever going to use it? No, probably not. But is it cute? Yes. Yes, it is. So, oh, we got 20 diamonds and my Snorlax also leveled up. So we are now at grade 1, I believe. Oh no, grade 5. Sorry, I was trying to say Ultra 1. But no, we're at grade 5. And now let's see who pops their skill. So Lyria did, which is great. Oh, and my Gengar too. See, this morning, my Gengar gave me so much more goodies. Actually, all my Pokemon, compared to when I woke up on Monday. More berries, more ingredients. Oh no, and it's, my ingredient bag is full. Alright, so I made the Spore Salad Mushroom. I unlocked it yesterday. And I also wanted to unlock the Ninja Salad, but then I realized I don't have enough pot space, so I'm hoarding my ingredients until then. So let's see, actually. My Overheat Ginger Salad is 6.8k at level 18. And my Spore Mushroom Salad is 6.3 at level 6. But I do want to save my mushrooms and leeks for Sunday so that I can make hopefully the Ninja Salad 3 times. So that gave me 10k, which is really nice. And now let's pick up the ingredients that we weren't able to pick up. And I'm so glad that they let us continue to pick up the stuff that we weren't able to. Because before, when my bag is full, if I were to jump out of this screen and then come back, those ingredients would be gone for me. Now, I'm not sure if that was a bug or anything, but it seems like it's not happening anymore. So let's pick up our sleep points. Let's see, can I get to the shop from here? Yeah, I can. The general store. And our daily gift. So we will see if we are lucky and get something good today. So in yesterday's video, Samuel mentioned that they received 100 diamonds from this. I didn't even know you can do that. So I got a Poke Biscuit. Not the best, but hopefully tomorrow we'll get something better. The highest diamonds I've got for myself were 20 and 15. And my boyfriend received 5 as well. So nice to know that they have the option of dropping 100 diamonds. So congratulations, Samuel, you're so lucky. So if I stick to my bedtime 2 more times, I will get 5,000 dream shards, which is really nice. Oh, and I met my goal, so I actually get 100 diamonds. Now I'm gonna have to watch that video to see what day is the best day to start your camper ticket, so that you maximize all of the benefits. Kind of sad I didn't get this sooner, but it's okay. His cue to start readying for another area. Oh, and that also means I can increase my pot size, but did you see how much that costed, guys? 18k. I'm not gonna drop 18k on that right now. So, the research community, sorry, I was a little far from my mic. I wonder how the sound is gonna be today. So we grew closer. Now let's see if anyone got lucky. So you guys remember how yesterday I mentioned that the dishwasher, we had an issue with it. So we had to get a replacement part, right? For a moment I thought that was a ditto Bulbasaur because of the smell, but that's so cute. So I decided I'm gonna be productive. Oh! Escaldor already met a Snover. So I tried my hands at, oh my god! That's a shiny Pikachu. Congratulations, Naja. Oh, a female shiny Pikachu. Oh. My friend already found a Snover. So that's a new friend that I added. We also invited him for Friendsmas, and he asked me some questions about Pokemon Sleep. So yeah, I tried to take the panel off our dishwasher machine, so I had to unscrew everything, right? To put in the new replacement part. But guess what? Luck was not on my side that day, and on the very last screw, I noticed that the indentation, so that you can like put your screwdriver in to do this, it seems like the previous person ruined it, so I couldn't. It just was not taking anything. The teeth were gone. And it was the very, very last one. And I was like, of course this would happen to us. Every time there's something wrong and we think we're almost gonna fix it, there's just another thing wrong. So that is such a headache. And Carvalho found a shiny Charmeleon. Charmeleon. Congratulations. I don't know why I pronounced that so weird today, but it looks like you guys are getting lucky with the shinies. Another gift-giving Pikachu. So yeah, I was annoyed. I took pictures to show my boyfriend so that he can text the landlord and tell them what's up. And then the landlord was just like, oh, I didn't mean to ask you to open up the metal. Oh my gosh! Gab got a shiny Slackoth. Congratulations! Now we're twinning with our pink Slackoths. But you gotta enjoy the color now before they evolve, because once they evolve, they do not look shiny no more, which is so sad. So the landlord was like, oh, I didn't mean to ask you to remove the panel. Just replace the part that was broken from the dishwasher. And I'm just like, we showed you this the last time you came here. Like, the part you're asking us to plop on from the new piece cannot be plopped on because it's like a front panel, right? It swings. So it connects itself by these two little plastic pieces. But the one connected to the dishwasher door broke. So if we take the panel from the new one and try to plop it on, it's not going to be plopped on because the piece is broke. There's nothing to like snap it into place. So I'm frustrated. I know he's probably like, oh, these freaking tenants, what did they do this time? Why can't they just like fix it? But I know it's not our fault, right? This man is just so oblivious with the stuff that he owns and with how to fix things. And I just can't believe he wanted us to fix it ourselves instead of hiring a maintenance guy to do it. But whatever. So I might have to see him on Wednesday, and I'm just like stressed because the last time he respected our house enough to take off his shoes. But then before he left, he put on his shoes and then walked all over the house, and I was like, oh my god, this is not good. This is not clean at all. His wife, on the other hand, not only did she take off her shoes without us asking, she left her shoes outside, and I was like, wow, this woman is going above and beyond. Like, you don't have to put your shoes outside, but I appreciate what you're trying to do. But my landlord, on the other hand, and Alfseer got a shiny Chikorita. I could have sworn you got a shiny just like yesterday, no? My memory is like not all there because of everything that's happening. And look at Denzel's Ditto just chilling by the presents. That is actually such a cute shot. So yeah, that is my landlord saga. I was just like so happy to finally fix the washing machine and be able to use it. But no, life had other plans for us. So I have not seen any deli birds yet. Lots of snowbirds though, so I'm guessing like the deli birds will come at a later rank, and then the Abomasnow at like the very higher ranks. Oh, and Jasmine Moon found a feather nested Altaria. Congratulations to everyone that found a shiny. Now let me just quickly take a look at my bag. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good actually. And let me take a look at my Pokemon box. So it's full right now, and let's see all the shinies I've got. So here it is, my shiny friends, a Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Eevee, Slackoth, Riolu, and Sylveon. This is what my current box looks like right now. So quite a bit to go through. I have a ton of EVs that I need to decide if I want to keep or not. Or you know what, I could expand the box by 20. But I kind of want to hold on to my diamonds, so. Well, actually MP told me that Swablu I got yesterday was actually pretty decent, so thank you so much for that comment, MP. I will decide not to kick it. But this is the Weeping Bell that I was thinking about leveling up, because look at that, potatoes. But look at the nature, ingredient finding down. So kind of sad. And then the Bellsprout I have is just all tomatoes, like just straight up all tomatoes. Let's see. So there's this Geodude as well, quirky nature, and then this one, ingredient finding up, that I was thinking, maybe this has potential. And then it has helping bonus at the very end. But look, so you toggle it on here. Oh, and here I am in the negative, so I'm 22k short from leveling this up to level 30. So there's that to think about. And then that Riolu, Also, at level 60, it unlocks potatoes. And I was hoping that my shiny one would be the one to unlock it for me. But sadly, it is not. So anyways, you guys, I'm watching this show right now called Dubai Bling, right? And I don't know if you watched on Netflix the series Bling Empire, but that was like the OG one. There's like Vietnamese people, Chinese people, Japanese, Malaysian, Thai, mixed also. So yeah. And then Dubai Bling is just more focused on people living in Dubai who come from different backgrounds as well, like Iraqi. There's a husband who's Indian, Lebanese people. There's a lot of Lebanese people in that show as well. So it talks about their glamorous lifestyle, their careers, and also just the drama that they get into. And oh my god, you guys, the drama that they get into is crazy. When I see people at that age get into like the most petty cattyish things, it truly makes me feel very glad that my small circle of friends, although small, the quality is there, that we've never got into like full-blown arguments like that or been catty and stuff to each other, you know? Like, now that I think of it, my two best friends that I've known for more than 10 years of my life, we've never had a full-blown argument or like any serious argument. We would have disagreements, but we are always able to like tell each other how we feel about something, be like, hey, that was not cool when you did that, you know? And we would acknowledge each other's feelings and quickly move past it. But the people here, they would be like snide comments and everything like that. There's so much backstabbing, so much two-face. Like, you know what? It's the people who say they don't care about something that care the most, because there's like these two groups of people. And whenever they're in social settings, they're like, oh, that person's here. And then in the one-on-one interview, they would be like, I don't even acknowledge their existence. They don't matter to me. But it's like, if you feel that way, then why do you have such an outward reaction when you see them, you know? I feel like if it were me and I felt indifferent about someone that I cut out of my life, I would at least give the courtesy to say hi. But I wouldn't like waste my energy dwelling on it too much, you know? But there's these two guys. One, his name is Chris. The other one is Bliss. So it gets a little confusing, but keep up with me. So Bliss is a DJ who married a woman who is a vlogger. And Chris married his assistant who has been working with him, helping out his company, who is now his wife. She was a American citizen. And they both work in like the entertainment space. So Bliss is a DJ who's well known there. And Chris is a radio host personality for Virgin Radios in Dubai. So something had happened with them 12 years ago prior to this show, which they don't really delve into, although Bliss, the DJ, is making such strong attempts to like air out their dirty laundry on TV all of a sudden for some reason on season 2. Honestly, season 1, I did not even know they had beef. Like, they were civil with each other in group settings. Like, you would have never known there was any freaking tension, right? Until like later on in the season, like probably the last episodes where you realize that Bliss was not invited to Chris's wedding, but on top of that, Bliss and his wife had a engagement that they had to take care of outside of the country. So you're watching that, you're like, oh, they just couldn't make it to the wedding. Like, no one really mentioned that they just weren't invited. Anyways, the point is, season 2, Bliss is on a mission to air out their dirty laundry and get to the bottom of it, of why things are not cool between them. So Farhad, this guy who is married, he is a businessman. So during this guy outing, Bliss was like, hey Farhad, I hear you have money around. Would you want to invest in a party that I have in mind? And then Farhad was like, you know what? Sure. If you need the money, I'll give it to you. And the reason why Bliss did that was to see, he was trying to like bait to see how Chris would react for some odd reason. So Chris like didn't really show any reaction. He was just like listening, you know. Fast forward, Farhad is trying to find a push present for his wife. So Chris, the radio host, is trying to help him give suggestions and all that stuff. So they were like, oh, wouldn't it be so funny if you got a fake tattoo of your wife's name here to see how she would react. So they agreed it would be a funny joke, and they have the date planned. Chris planned like the place, location, the tattoo artist, everything for Farhad. Fast forward a couple days later, Farhad and DJ Bliss have a lunch meeting to talk about this so-called investment proposal that Bliss had for him, right? And he was like, hey man, I really appreciate that you were willing to help me out when I asked you. Basically implying that maybe what happened with Bliss and Chris in the past was that Chris said he was going to help with something, but then ended up not following through on that, which I can understand is pretty annoying, you know? But this is like 12 years ago. I think after a decade, you kind of like get over it and you just move on with your lives, right? But no, this man is on a mission. So Farhad was like, yeah, sure, well, I didn't really agree to give you the money yet. Like, I need to know the details first, right? And then Chris was like, well, don't worry about it. Everything's already paid. Sorry, did I say Chris? I meant Bliss. Bliss was like, don't worry, everything's already paid. I just wanted to see, like, were you willing to help, you know, if I were to ask? And I find it weird when people do, like, baity questions like that to get an answer out of their friendship. I feel like if you need to test and do that, it's, like, not cool, you know? But anyways, so they catch up, they talk. Farhad mentions the little tattoo appointment that they have going on. And Bliss was like, oh, tell me more. Where is it going to be at? Who's doing it? What time? What location? And guess what? The day of the tattoo, it's Farhad, it's Chris. They're catching up. They're getting the tattoo done. When all of a sudden, DJ Bliss comes up unannounced, uninvited, just shows up. And I see this and I'm like, who would ever think it's a good idea to just ambush someone and force them to talk about something that they do not want to talk about? Like, that is not how you get someone to talk, you know? And to come up unannounced, uninvited. Like, if I were Farhad, which Farhad does mention later, he was like, honestly, that was not cool. I feel used. I feel like you spoke to me and did all this just to get an opportunity to talk with Chris. So I feel so used right now. And I was like, yeah, boy, you should feel used because that was not cool. So yeah, and then it turns out to be just this whole scene of Bliss chasing down Chris because he wants to talk about something from 12 years ago. And he can't let it go. And for some reason, he wants to air it out on TV. So you can't help but think, like, there's a freaking motive to this, right? But on top of that, you can't help but think, like, these are grown-ass people who are in full-on married relationships. They both have children. It's like, do you have time with, on top of the career you're building, the businesses you're trying to pursue, the relationship that you're trying to have with your family? Like, do you have time for this drama? It's crazy. But you know what? Some people want to live their lives the way they want to, and maybe Bliss was just so hurt in the past and he just can't let it go. And I understand wanting to get closure on certain topics, but you don't do it showing up unannounced and uninvited to something. It's just crazy. And then later on in the show, you hear that he got the idea from his wife's best friend. And his wife and her best friend is like another whole topic to discuss because the dynamic is freaking crazy. If I didn't know any better, I would think that they were married and not DJ Bliss and his wife. On top of that, DJ Bliss, like, I gotta say, whenever his wife is trying to talk about her feelings, he would always be so dismissive and he would not acknowledge them. He would be like, why are you bringing this up right now? What does this have to do with anything? And it's so ironic because he's telling her how he's so sad that she doesn't share her feelings and that he feels that she is just closing up. And she's like, well, yeah, I have been closing up because every time I bring up what's going on, you act like this and we get in a fight, so I just learned to close it off. So you could tell that man is just like talking talk, you know? But when it's time to put his words to the test, you see his true colors. And it's just so sad seeing her complain about stuff, and then he would just like, instead of being like, you know what, I hear you, what can we do differently to not make you feel this way? Because I feel like if you really cared about your partner, then seeing them hurt and express their hurt would make you feel sad, you know, and you would want to come up with solutions together. But he would full on make it feel like it's her fault. He would be like, you know what you were getting into before marrying me. Because the issue is that they met when she was 23, pretty young, and he's a DJ, and he wanted to get ab surgery because supposedly going to the gym was not quick enough, and it's vital for his career to take his shirt off on stage and dance around half-naked women. And then there's all these other wives being like, if that were me, I would not be happy with that. And his wife, Danya, is also not happy with that. And Bliss is trying to pin it out on her, being like, oh, why do you suddenly have a problem? You knew this before we got married. And Danya was like, yeah, but at the same time, I was 23. And I think that speaks volumes, because when you're younger, you let people get away with more. You're not vocal on what is bothering you because you want to, you know, maintain the status quo, maintain the peace. Or some girls, they want to give off this image of like, you know what, I'm a cool girl. Like, those things don't bother me. I don't get jealous. But it's not fair for you to not fully express your emotions. Like, jealousy is a natural feeling. Like, what we feel is natural. They are a result of things that are happening to us. Now, what you do with how you feel and how you react is truly up to you, and that takes time and practice to learn how to navigate your emotions and your feelings. But to have someone to shut you down every time you're attempting to do that, and then use the past version of you to basically deny you of this new version that you've developed for yourself, that I do not agree with. So watching that on TV was so infuriating. Like, the woman is not the same woman she was 10 years ago, you know, 23, you're still young, you're still figuring yourself out. And if at this age in her life, she decides that she's actually not okay with it, especially now that you guys have 2 children together, then maybe it's worth taking a listen to how she's feeling and, you know, decide whether or not these half-naked dancing women on your stage is really like the selling point of your show, or like what's making it successful, you know? So yeah, it's just crazy. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions, and you know what? It's like those TV shows that you watch because it's kind of like junk food, you know? And it's fun to just see how people live their lives and everything. But yeah, the dynamic of human beings and how funny people could be sometimes. So that's what I've been watching. It is 11:11. You guys, let us make a wish. And I'm done making my wish. So I used to have a list of things I would wish for. It's a list of 3 though. And I'll tell you guys one because it came true. So I would used to wish for happiness. And then I think it was like a month ago where I realized during my wish that I was like, I always wish for happiness, but I haven't really taken the time to decide whether or not I'm actually happy in life right now. And I decided, you know what, I am so fortunate in life and I feel very, very happy. So I decided to knock that one out of my list. But that is my little ramble about the update on my landlord and the TV show that I've been absolutely obsessed about lately. I finished season 1 and now I started season 2. So that is what I have been doing in the evening time, just enjoying my junk food TV and sometimes eating junk food. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is going to be uploaded a little later today because I have to see my surgeon for my jaw to see alternative solutions for what we could do about my TMJ. I thought my appointment was last week, but it turns out it wasn't. So I have to see him today at the clinic and hopefully get this issue solved. But have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully we will see each other in tomorrow's video. And if you guys got something like really good from the shop, let me know. Cause 100 diamonds, god damn, that is like a beautiful gift. But like, I don't know, can you get camp tickets from it? Like, what's the limit, right? But take care, you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Sorry, I'm trying to speak so fast because I had so much thoughts and feelings to share. But have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care. Good luck and goodbye.